Hi everyone, I just wanted to come and do a, hold on, let me turn this TV all the way down. Don't be alarmed if you hear my children in the background because they are home due to the current status of our nation. But I just wanted to do a quick tutorial on my eyebrows. I do my eyebrows, especially for beginners. Very, very, very beginner free, ladies, gents, and brow lovers. Very beginner friendly. So as you can see right now, I have eyebrows, but they're very sparse in some areas. No, I have not had them waxed in years. I don't do anything to my eyebrows as far as trimming or cutting or anything like that because well, not recently, it's been at least a year since I last got my eyebrows waxed, and the last time I went, the lady totally botched me, guys. When I say botched, I mean botched. Bye. Totally botched me. Like, this brow is growing back now. Well, some of it has grown back, but I don't think it will ever fully grow back to where it's supposed to be. But as you can see, my eyebrows start here, and when I got up from the table and looked in the mirror, honey, she took my eyebrow all the way back here. So all of this here was gone, and my eyebrow started right here. And I said, from that point forward, never again, ever, never. So I just minimally fill my brows in. I don't do much to them, especially when I'm not, like being extra or whatever the case may be. I just barely fill them in. And you prepare for this stuff and you set all your things out, and then all of a sudden you can't find none of the stuff that you would normally use. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take everything out so I don't have to keep looking for everything. This. And when I start off, I just do I just make sure my face is very clean, in which I just wash my face with soap. Dove soap is what I use. And once I do that, I use my moisturizer, in which lately I have switched because it seems like my previous moisturizers has been clogging my pores a lot, and I don't like that. I do not like that, so I switched to a cream that I did use in the past, and it worked very fine for me, because it's not, too thick. Like, now I just applied it and it's like very thin, but still I'm very moisturized. Yes, eyelashes are gone. Been using eyelashes a lot lately. But anyway, this is the cream that I use. It's Nivea cream. Why is it upside down and backwards? Nivea. Get the lid. Don't know. Well, Nivea cream is what I use, guys, and this is very good. It's very thick. You don't have to use much. So yes, y'all go have a seat right now and be quiet. So yes, when I do my brows, I use a regular eyeliner that just broke the whole tip off. This is the ish that I be talking about. And the reason why I myself personally use eyeliner is because what is going on with this pencil? Every time I'm sharpening it, it's taking the lid completely out. Well, not lid, but liner. Another hiccup, another hiccup. But yeah, the reason why I use eyeliner, because I try all those pomades and I just personally don't like pomade. I don't like my brows to be slick and greasy, like with so much moisture. I just don't like that. I like my eyebrows to look like how they would normally look had I not filled them in. That's what I like. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I just used, and I got this liner from my local beauty supply store, and I forgot what the name of it is, but yeah, it's by Nika K. I'm sure you guys have heard of her. I'm sure you guys use her products, especially if you shop at your local beauty supply stores. Nika K products are all over the beauty supply stores. And this is, yes, I use black. Because I use black because at the end of the day, my eyebrows are not brown. But I see that even when girls have black eyebrows, they still tend to use brown to fill in their brows, and I don't understand that. Like, I don't understand it. I guess because some girls don't like their brows to appear like they're darker than they would normally be. But if you do it in a manner that isn't so heavy, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. So yes, I use black. I've used brown in the past. I do not like brown, any shade of brown for my eyebrows, because you can tell the difference. Like, you can see the difference. When you use brown, you can see that there is a difference between your hair on your eyebrows and whatever you have added to your brows. And I don't like that. So yes, I start off at the beginning of my brows, the absolute beginning, and I just do a line straight to the back. I go just like that. And I know a lot of people probably be like, oh my god, there's gonna be a big line that you're gonna be able to tell and see that that is not your brows. And you're not. Just watch me work. And as you can see, I'm not very harsh with it. I'm barely, using any pressure. I'm not applying any pressure at all when it comes to this, because I want it to blend. See what I'm saying? I want it to blend, so I'm not applying pressure. I'm not using pressure. I'm just lightly whisking and stroking the hairs. I'm trying to go into the complete and exact direction that my hairs already grow in. And it's just that simple. And because I'm so lightly stroking or whisking or touching down on my brows, some spaces I'm not gonna always get. And that is what makes it, to me, that's what makes it look more natural. Because as I showed you at first, my eyebrows are not thorough from beginning to end. Like, you see, these areas here are more full and filled in and darker, and you can see them better, versus this area here is like, some spaces you can see, some spaces you can't see. So that's why I do that. So I like to go ahead and do kind of like the back half with the full fill, because that's just how I like my brows to have I like to say grading scale, where it's like how they normally grow. Not so full here, and as they gradually go back, I get fuller and fuller and fuller. So then I come to the front. At the front, we're gonna do our strokes just like your hair grows. We're gonna try and match the same length. As you can see right here, this is an eyebrow. This is where it starts. My eyebrow starts right here. And you see those hairs, and they're just like, this comes this way, that, that's just how we're gonna go. That's just that on that. All right, so here we go, guys. So you're gonna start at the line that you created, and you're gonna go up. And you're gonna go up. At the beginning, when you first start doing it, it's gonna look like, oh, I'm not even doing anything. It's nothing here, it's nothing there. I need to apply more pressure. Do not apply more pressure, sis. Leave it light. We don't want blocks or caterpillars for our eyebrows. So, and my point is a little bit dull from me doing the back. So hopefully I don't break my tip off again. Just get it a little bit more sharp so it can be a little bit more defined. Yeah, sometimes when you sharpen, you want to blow off the little excess sharpenings that comes from the pencil. So let's continue to do our light hair strokes, and I start at the line that I created so that it creates a blended effect. You see that? You see how it came together? You see how it's not just like a regular, like, harsh line. It's now like more precise, instead of doing that and then coming back and doing the line last and then it's not together. So you do the line first so that it's together. Now, normally when I'm on a regular day and I'm not going nowhere, or I just fill my eyebrows in just so my face isn't so bare, I leave them just like this. Just like this. It's nothing else I would do to it. I don't go in and contour under. I don't contour on top. I don't take a spool or anything like that to blend in, because I don't like me personally, I do not like I took my brush and painted them on type look. I don't like that. I don't like that uniform. It's like perfect to me. And as we all know, your eyebrows are not perfect. Eyelashes, nothing is perfect, period. So that's why I don't do that. So I'm going to go ahead, do the other brow, and just let you guys see the finished results. Now, if you happen to want, when it comes to this left brow, it becomes a little tricky. That's why your brows are sisters, yet they are not twins. And if you would like to call them twins, we can call them twins if you want to. However, they are not identical. They're going to be fraternal twins, period. We're not going any further than that. Okay, so yes, tricky with the left brow, but we gets it done, and we're still not gonna do any filling, any correcting, overcorrecting, undercorrecting, any of that, because these are brows, not perfection. And this is just for a regular day. You're not going to the club, sis. You're not doing any of that. Look at me trying to talk myself into napking up. Now, that's a line, but with my left hand, I'm much heavier. As you can see, this line has gotten a little darker than this brow. So I do the line with the left hand, and then when it comes in, when it comes to, correcting and fixing and somewhat perfecting, I go in with my right. Keep in mind, sis, we're twins but not identical. Ashley and Shelly. And even when you think you're not making any progress, you are always making progress. Remember that. Remember that. You do ping pong back and forth from hand to hand because you want to, do your thing. And I think that's about it when it comes to the end. Then when you do the front, be sure not to be so heavy. Don't be heavy-handed at all when it comes to the front. One thing I do not like to see, me personally, because everybody have their own opinions and everybody likes different things, because a lot of people, when I first started doing my brows and I used the pencil, they would be like, oh, your eyebrows are just so dark. But I'm dark skinned. My hair is black. Like, I just can't. I know most people say your hair is brown, or some people do have brown hair. Like, even with dark, dark toned people, they tend to have, some of us tend to have brown hair, but not I. I don't have brown hair. My hair in the sun is still black. And just like that, voila. Wow, the freak la. Now this side is a little chunkier. This side is a little chunkier than this side when it comes to the tails. And it's a little bit more of a curve here. So I'm just gonna chunk this out just a little bit more. Just to bring them close, because they look a little bit like cousins right now. Let's go ahead and make them sisters at least. All right, so I think that's about it. But this, on a normal regular day when I don't have anything to do, I'm not going anywhere, I don't have no appointments, I'm not trying to be Miss Fancy, I'm just regular. This is all I do to my brows. And this is all I will do. Now sometimes when I do that left brow, I don't always hit the line like I should. Now that looks better. I don't hit the line like I should, so when you get up close, you can see a little line of demarcation. But for me, those are perfect brows for me. Precise, filled in. You can actually see the brows without having to squint. And they look nice and uniform. Not all over the place, not being extra. We're not speaking to everyone when we walk in the door. It's just like, hello, thanks for visiting. But thank you guys for tuning in to this quick starter or beginner friendly minimum eyebrow tutorial. Now if you want to see a full face beat, or if you want to see a full eyebrow tutorial with contouring and other additives, please be sure to let me know. Reach out to me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, share, hit the notification button so you can get notifications whenever I do upload videos. And thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to be safe during this crisis that we're currently experiencing. Keep in mind, you may not be the one to get sick, but you could possibly carry it to someone else who's more vulnerable to the virus. So do keep that in mind. Wash your hands, cover your mouth, be mindful of everyone. Until next time.